I lead the entire people strategy function, and it's been a little over a year. One of my primary tasks after I came in was to kind of get an HR system that works well for the organization, right? So now there were a couple of challenges. One is that we work across multiple geographies. So we wanted a system that will appeal to people across all geographies, right? So a system that is fairly easy to use, system that has the capability to kind of put in the holiday list of across various geographies. Uh, a system that has the capability to have various time zones, etc. Right? These are some of the uh, stuff that we were looking at while we were kind of evaluating which HR system to kind of go for. And we did kind of evaluate 4 to 5 systems, and I think post which peopleHum came out as uh, uh, both cost effective as well as a system that can be used to engage our employees. Yeah, so that's how we kind of arrived at peopleHum. Yeah, absolutely. Even so, for something as basic as attendance management, right? peopleHum has the flexibility of uh, giving me different options in different locations, right? So, for example, in Bombay, we work out of office, and we have a access card system, right? So it's fairly easy to integrate that access card system to peopleHum, right? And then that makes life easier for everybody who comes to office, because then they don't have to kind of clock in and clock out. For people who are outside the office, then they have the option of clocking in and clock out, clocking in, clocking out. The best part is doing this entire bit from the backend is fairly easy, right? I don't have to kind of whack my brains to try and figure out how to kind of get this done. It's fairly easy from the backend. If you understand it the first time, then you can do it easily the next time. Um, that's one thing, and also data management is fairly easy. So for it's as simple as getting an upload done, and a lot of things change, can be updated easily. Uh, yeah, basically these from an operation perspective. And then of course hiring is pretty easy. We use the hiring module as well. So the entire candidate management piece is fairly easy, because it gets easily integrated with our career page. That has helped us to get a lot of uh, CVs that would otherwise be sent on various mailboxes. We've kind of that has helped us to kind of consolidate all those CVs into our peopleHum platform. That's working pretty well. And also for the from a hiring management manager perspective also, it's fairly easy for them to kind of update status, add in their details, etc. And usually while hiring, while one of the challenges of implementing an ATS is the acceptability that you have to get from the hiring managers, right? Because they don't then tend to go to the system and add details, etc. But it's fairly simple here. People kind of actively do it, so that's another bit. There are many. One is, of course, the recognition platform, right? The instant recognition platform, which our employees have been using very frequently, and comes out as a surprise because doesn't we don't even push them to do it. There's no campaign that we run to kind of get more recognitions on the platform. It's just that, and they write like really long notes to appreciate their colleagues, etc. So that's come out pretty well, because then people across the globe kind of know that there's a culture of appreciation that gets created, because people know that I'm appreciating someone and putting it on, taking the effort to kind of take the time out and put it onto the system. So that's one has kind of helped us bringing in some of those people together, right? Because they read those comments, they know who are the top performers or what are they doing differently, etc. See, honestly speaking, I did not have to take a lot of effort, right? Uh, One is because by default they had to come to register the attendance, of course. But even after kind of using uh, the access module, right, where they just punch in and the attendance get registered, we've seen people very active on peopleHum because the interface is fairly simple. We put in a lot of our company announcements there. We use that extensively to kind of uh, sell, as in wish people on their birthdays, work anniversaries, etc. Right. So a lot of people are glued in because they get a lot of information from peopleHum. So it's like one source of truth. A lot of information goes onto it where people can easily come and access. So that way, it's been fairly easy for us. I would say that my adoption at the moment is, as in fairly 95% people are on the site, right? So some of them, of course, because they are either traveling, they are not regularly involved in a lot of work, but for them also the app works pretty fine. So that way, that is again helpful because the app is also, it's pretty seamless, pretty user friendly. You don't have to kind of do a lot of checks for navigations, etc. See, overall, the ease of use is great, both as an admin and as a user, right? So for me to kind of update multiple holiday lists is fairly easy. For me as an employee to log into the system and register my attendance, check where the holiday is, what my attendance is. All that is fairly easy, and those are some of the pain points that a lot of organizations struggle with, right? So either the interfaces are so boring that people don't get onto the system, or the navigation is so difficult that people usually don't kind of avoid using the system, etc. Right? So all those pain points are clearly addressed here, right? Where it's fairly easy for me to check where it is. It all the another feature that is really helpful is that it helps me store all important links, right? Important links, important documents, right? So earlier we used to struggle with how does someone get to know about the policy, because every time I might have to send an email to someone. But right now, as soon as someone joins in, the policy is already uploaded onto the peopleHum portal, right? So they just have to read it. Similarly, all our external links, right? So for example, we use Razorpay for reimbursements, so we've put that link there. So it's like a one-stop shop for all our employees, right? So they know, even if they forget the link, they know that it's on peopleHum. They just have to log into peopleHum and go to that section. So that way, it's fairly easy. Has been very very helpful for us to kind of manage a lot of things.